Good morning, everyone. This is Miss Damon with your story today, and we will be reading What If You Had Animal Hair? Can you even imagine? What if your hair looked like an animal's? Let's see. What if one day you woke up, the hair on your head wasn't yours? What if overnight a wild animal's hair grew in instead? Oh my. Let's see what kind of animals you might turn into. A polar bear. A polar bear has a double coat of hair to keep it warm. There's a woolly undercoat that's close to the bear's skin. Above that is a top coat made of 6-inch long, stiff, oil-coated hairs. A polar bear's hair looks as white as Arctic snow because the top coat hairs are hollow and clear. They reflect the light just like snow. Fun fact, each May or June, a polar bear sheds its hair and grows a whole new coat in less than a month. If you had polar bear hair on your head, you could play outdoors in cold, wet weather and never need a hat. That'd be cool. A reindeer. A reindeer has a double coat too. It also has a lot of hair, as many as 5,000 outer hairs per square inch of skin. So in just a little tiny patch of their skin, they have as many as 5,000 hairs. Can you imagine? These hairs trap air. In addition to keeping the reindeer warm, its hair helps this heavy animal float in the water. Fact, a reindeer's hollow hairs keep its body heat from escaping. In fact, if a reindeer lies on the ground, the snow under it doesn't melt. If you had reindeer hair, swimming would always be easy, even in the roughest of waters. So, reindeer hair would help you swim. Muskox. A muskox has the longest hair of any wild animal. Some hairs are as long as 2 feet. Its shaggy coat hangs down to its hooves. This coat is also double thick and so tough it acts like a suit of armor. Fact. Each spring, a muskox sheds its woolly undercoat, as much as 7 pounds of hair. If you had muskox hair, you could play outside day or night, in winter or summer, without worrying about frostbite, sunburn, or bug bites. Now that sounds like a good deal to me. No bug bites, no sunburn. Now, guys, I hope I'm saying this name right, but I can't swear to it. Oryx. I've never heard of this, so let's learn about it together. A symmetrical horned oryx has hair that is just right for its African desert home. The oryx's pale-colored coat reflects sunlight and keeps it from overheating. The hairs are also so short that any cool breeze easily reaches its skin. Fun fact, the calves of these animals are born with solid yellow coats. They develop distinctive markings and pale white and red coats as they grow up. If you had these horns like this animal, you'd never need a comb or a brush. Even if you rolled on the ground, your hair would be too short to tangle or collect dirt. Now that's a pretty rad hairstyle, huh? Let's see what's next. A lion. A male lion has a mane, long, thick hair on the back of its head, neck, and shoulders. When it comes to having a mane, size matters. Scientists learned that female lions, called lionesses, prefer males with big manes. That could be because the healthiest males usually have the largest manes. Fact, a lion's mane needs regular cleaning and grooming. Luckily, a group of lions, called a pride, will groom one another. These big cats have a built-in comb. They're rough tongues. I don't want them brushing my hair. If you had a lion's mane, you'd stand out in a crowd. You'd look big and bold. I don't know if I'd want that one. A zebra! And that's the girl from the cover. Look, let's learn about her. A zebra's hair grows in black and white stripes. These stripes help it stay safe. Whether standing still or running, zebras usually stick together in a herd. Seeing so many stripes confuses hunters such as lions and hyenas. Fact, a zebra's hair shows if it's healthy or sick. The short hair on a healthy zebra's mane stands up straight. A sick zebra's mane flops over to the side. Now we know how to look for healthy zebras. If you had zebra hair, you wouldn't have to work at being one of a kind. Each zebra has a stripe pattern that is completely unique. Huh. I think you'd look unique just having that hair in general. Three-toed sloth. A three-toed sloth's hair often looks green because little plants called algae grow all over it. Sloths live in damp rainforests and rarely move, making their bodies a good place for algae to live. However, having green hair isn't a bad thing. Green hair helps sloths blend into their homes in the treetops and hide from predators such as jaguars and harpy eagles. Fact, three-toed sloths spend most of their lives upside down, so their hair grows differently than other hairy animals. When a three-toed sloth hangs upside down, its hair falls over its body. So even upside down, the sloth's hair keeps its skin dry when it rains. That's pretty cool. If you had three-toed sloth hair, you'd never be alone because of the algae. Your hair would be home to many different kinds of harmless insects. Let me get close so you can see those bugs in his sloth hair. Ew. Now, they kept calling this a three-toed sloth. I wonder if there's a four-toed or a five-toed. Are there different types of toey sloths? Arctic fox. An Arctic fox's hair is snow white in winter. Each hair is also fat, helping make its coat thick and warm. As the days grow longer and heat up, an Arctic fox sheds its wintertime hair and grows a new brown coat. Now each hair is skinny, helping make its coat thin and keeping the fox from overheating. Besides staying comfortable, changing its coat helps keep an Arctic fox perfectly colored to sneak up on its prey, such as lemmings and voles. Fact, when getting ready for winter, Arctic foxes also grow long hair between their toes and on the soles of their feet. Their furry feet help them run on ice without slipping. So, you know those socks that have grippers on the bottom? They have those built in on their very own feet. If you had Arctic fox hair, you'd never get tired of your hair color because it would change with the seasons. Look at there. There's winter hair and warmer weather hair on one individual. How cool. I wonder what it looks like when it's switching between the seasons. That might be fun to look up. Giant pangolin. Pangolin. A giant pangolin's body is covered with scales, which consist of the same substance as hair. Like hair, the scales are made of tough keratin and grow out of the skin. A giant pangolin's scales also start small and grow longer until at last they fall out. New scales grow in to replace the ones that are lost. I did not know that scales were very similar to hair. Fact, the back edges of a giant pangolin's scale-like hairs are razor sharp. So if it's attacked, a giant pangolin just curls up tight to stay safe. Wow. If you had a giant pangolin's scales, you wouldn't need to put on a helmet to ride your bike. So it'd be like having a helmet all the time. It would be so tough that you'd be protected even without a helmet riding your bicycle. Porcupines. A porcupine has a normal coat, but it also has a special coat of hairs called quills. Quills are stiff, needle-like hairs. If attacked, barbs on the end of each quill poke into the enemy's skin. Then, even when they separate, the porcupine's quills stay stuck in the enemy. Fact, a porcupine's skin gives off a fatty substance that coats each quill. This fatty substance contains a germ-killing chemical, so if a porcupine accidentally pokes itself, it won't get an infection. I like that. If you had a porcupine's quills, bullies would never bother you. And here at Bluefield Intermediate, there better not be bullies bothering you. We don't need porcupine quills to keep us safe here. All right, we're getting close to the end here. A star-nosed mole. I have never seen that. Let's learn about him. A star-nosed mole hair, unlike most animal hair, can lie flat in any direction. Pushed forward, sideways, or straight back, its hair will never stick up. It will always lie flat against its body. This lets a star-nosed mole slip easily through its underground tunnels, whether it's going forward or backing up. Fact, a star-nosed mole has comb-like claws to spread oil through its hair. That makes its coat waterproof. That's important since it lives in damp tunnels. Let me zoom in again so you can see that. And here's like a little picture of it there. It says if you had star-nosed mole hair, your hair would stay put whatever direction you comb it. Look how wild. Huh. Wild animal hair could be cool for a while, but you don't use your hair to stay afloat or confuse predators. You don't need your hair to change with the seasons, be a helmet, or lie flat in every direction. And you'll never defend yourself with your hair, no matter what. So if you could keep wild animal hair for more than a day, which kind would be right for you? Would you like the zebra hair or the pangolin hair or this one? Which one would you choose? Luckily, you don't have to choose. The hair that grows on top of your head may look different from time to time, but it will always be your hair. It will be what you need to protect your head from heat, chills, and bumps. And to make you look your best. Your hair makes you you. You don't need animal hair or anyone else's for that matter. It's yours. It makes you special. How does hair grow? Do y'all know how hair grows? Hair growth starts at the root. So that's right here at the scalp. The root is a cluster of cells, living building blocks inside a tiny sac-like hole in the skin called the hair follicle. This cluster of cells produces layer after layer of new hair cells. All these layers build up the old dead cells, making the hair shaft. And that's this part. The shaft is pushed out of the skin. As long as the root is alive, a hair on your head will continue to grow at a rate of about 5 inches a year, up to a maximum of about 3 feet. That's really long. Check out one of your hairs by gently pulling it free. Now, I'm not telling you to do this, the book is. Every day, you naturally lose as many as 100 hairs. Let's see. Oh, I lost my place. Then each old hair that is lost is replaced by a new one. So if you lose 100 hairs a day, you get 100 new ones a day. Take a close look at a single hair shaft with a magnifying glass. The shape determines whether, as the hair grows, it's straight, wavy, or curly. Straight hair has a round shaft, wavy hair has an oval shaft, and curly hair has a flat shaft. How do you take care of your hair? The best way to keep your hair healthy and growing well is to eat right. Healthy hair needs a diet that includes protein from meat, fish, milk, cheese, beans, nuts, or eggs. It also needs vitamin B from foods including yogurt and whole grains, and iron, copper, and iodine from foods such as shellfish and leafy green vegetables. It's important to clean hair regularly. Wild animals spend a lot of time and effort caring for their hair. Many animals, cats for example, lick their fur to wash and comb it. Some animals that live in groups, such as monkeys, help each other care for their hair. The most important thing to remember is that hair is part of your body. Okay, and at the back it gives some photo credits. It tells who took the pictures and submitted those for the animals here in that book. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you always enjoy reading. Reading can take you lots of places, and it can teach you lots of cool things. So I hope that y'all are enjoying Read Across America Week and are participating with our themes. I can't wait to see all the fun that we have with our celebration of reading, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.